What's going on, trucking junkies? We have arrived at W&W Steel. He's got my paperwork. We're going to pop all but a couple of the chains. And then we're going to take this and we're going to go across the street and unload over there. So, pretty easy drive. Not too bad. I didn't sleep very well last night though. Man, kept waking up, turning over. Hands were numb because I was sleeping on them. But anyway, let's get these chains off. All right, we got all but 2 chains off and everything's put away. And now we're gonna go over here, across the street, under the bridge, and get loaded. Because truckers know how to get loaded. So we've got a pre-plan, and picking up gypsum board 150 some odd miles away, I think it is. And then we're going to take that to Lepanto, Arkansas, which is between Mark Tree and Osceola. And I think it said an apartment complex or condos or something. I don't know who's building apartments and condos in Lepanto, but that town's like little bitty. But that doesn't have to be there till Friday. So we're gonna I guess we're gonna go this way. Get this unloaded and go pick us up another trailer. It's a preload. So we'll have to move everything over. Blah. Blah. Takes so long. It takes me longer to move stuff over than it does to actually secure crap and get the tarps tied down and all that stuff. But with picking up gypsum board, I don't have to move these stinking lumber tarps already to leave them in the tarp box. Alright, he said across the street, under the bridge. And I'm going to look for that yellow truck, and that'll tell me where to go. Wow. Anything coming? Nope. Got Oklahoma City over here on my right hand side. It's like a decent city. Man, looks like they got several city blocks for this company. Hang on. I'm gonna try to do a random fact today. So y'all stay tuned for that. Okay, so we're going in here. There's Mr. Yellow Truck right there. I forgot to turn my blinker on. Dang it. There's nobody behind me though. It's alright. Let's go do some more work. Alright, we're completely unloaded. Everything's put away. We've got our plan and we're headed to Duke, Oklahoma. This is actually a multi-stop load. We're going to go to, instead of going to Lepanto first, we're going to go to West Memphis first. Which way does it want me to go? This way, I guess. Wow.
Turn left on South Indiana Avenue.
There we go.
0.1 mile ahead, turn right on West Reno Avenue.
Alright, cool. Sweet, man. Look at all the trash. sad state, man. It's a sad state. Oh, can't go there. And I don't mean about Oklahoma state. I mean, you know, the state of it.
Turn right on West Reno Avenue.
I know. Sometimes it can't be helped. Sometimes it's your fault. Sometimes it's not your fault. That's a bad place for a tree, man. It might look pretty, but God dang, can't see through there. +500
3
trucks.
miles ahead, turn left on South Pennsylvania Avenue.
Bye, WW Steel. Let's get on down the road. Let's go. So we're over here by Fort Sill. And I want to say thank you to my fellow veterans who have bravely served this country, including my dad. Happy Veterans Day, Dad. Being a veteran, you understand that the people that join the military have done a selfless thing. Okay? They are potentially putting their lives on the line for all Americans, our flag, and our Constitution. And the belief that we are the best country in the world. And for that, I thank you. Sound like Tosh.0. But if you know a veteran, hopefully today you will call them or you will say hi to them. At least in some way on Facebook or Twitter or whatever your platform is, that you say thank you to them. Because it's because of them that we are still a free country and still free to do what we need to do in order to live and have the best lives ever. So, I'm not even, what? It's just a bridge.
They're not just targeting you and preventing you from seeing the information you want to see. They're targeting individuals who have the temerity to just disagree. It's not even about pretending it's misinformation anymore.
Sorry about that. So anyway, thank you to all the veterans out there. Go get you a free meal somewhere. Let's get on down the road. 69 miles to go. We're here. I'm going to go over here and look at my trailer. See what it looks like before I start moving stuff over. I'm going to pull it over here next to mine because I ain't walking it, that's for sure. So let's go look. Hot dang. Look at there. I don't have to move boards over. Yay. Let's see. Empty. Empty. Oh. So you have to pull the trailers out because they don't give you enough room in here because they're stacking so many of them in here. They don't give you enough room to actually get in here. Let's see, we got a bent tarp box. Looks like. That's awesome. Empty. Empty. But boards are there. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go unhook. We're done. We're gonna go around and I've already checked my boards. They're all tight. I had to move them around a little bit, but they're tight now. We're gonna go around and check the lights. Got my flashers on and my headlights. That way you can check both turn signals on the side. You check your marker lights there. And then all the lights in the back. You make sure those are going and your flashers are going on there. I got flashers on this side, marker light. Make sure your jaws are done. And I did that earlier, but just so you'll see, you just go up there and make sure your jaws are clamped. Make sure all your lights are working on this side. And you want to do this in the mornings when you start, or in the afternoon when you start, and then also whenever you switch trailers, because nothing will get you pulled over quicker than not having lights working. Let's go. Oh man, shout out to my trainer at Maverick, Mr. Don Perry, and his student he's got with him right now. I got to meet him today, and I got to see Don for the first time in a year. I just don't we're not in the same place ever. It was really nice seeing him again. Don's a really good guy. If you get Don as a trainer, just listen to what he says, and man, you'll be right on it. But his student, I didn't catch his name, but hi, how you doing? He said he watches my videos every now and then. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That's awesome. And yeah, so that was an unexpected bright part of my day. Yeah. So let's do some facts. It's the random fact of the day. So today I am going to do some facts about the ship that I was on in the Navy, when I was in the Navy, and a story for you. Okay? So I was on the USS Abraham Lincoln, which is a nuclear class, a Nimitz class nuclear aircraft carrier. Okay, and when I was on it in 1991, that was from 91 to 93. It was the largest ship in the fleet. It displaced over 190,000 tons of water when they stuck it in. That's a lot. I believe its airplane capacity was 186. I believe it was close to that 190 airplanes on that ship. It was close to that number. Yeah, yellow line. Keep it off the mustard. Gotcha. Anyway, the flight deck was almost a quarter of a mile long. It was long. I mean, you jog around that thing, and it was like no time you had a mile in. And it was the second ship in the Navy to don the name of Abraham Lincoln. The first was a submarine, I believe back in the 40s, 50s. There's a plaque on the superstructure that tells you all about the submarine that was named Abraham Lincoln. So, let me tell you about the story. So on the back of the ship, now I don't know if they still do this. You got to keep in mind that this was, what am I, 48? Oh my God, this was 30 years ago. Okay, I'll be 48 this year. This was 30 years ago, 29 and a half years ago. And so back then, and like I said, don't roast me over this, but you used to be able to go out into international water and dump your trash. Okay? So when we were out to sea, if we were doing like carrier qualifications or whatnot, every day, at the end of the day, you would have trash call, and you'd go to the back of the ship on the flight or on the hangar deck. Just go through a couple of corridors, and then there was a spot in the back of the ship that was kind of open, and there would be big old bins back there, and that's where everybody put their trash. Okay? Well, it went over the end of the ship every day. We would have lines of seagulls following us, picking through the trash as it was floating around. I mean, just like a mile or two of trash floating out there. And I'm sure they have some kind of regulations against that now, but I don't know. Anyway, that's what we did. And then it would always be, you know, if you had any booters in your division, you know, they were the first ones that they would cold call to go out there and throw trash. Well, at night, if it was getting, you know, if it was dark and we were out there throwing trash, the screws on the back of the ship, the propellers, they would churn that water up to the point to where it would spark static electricity in the water. So you could look down over the railing and it would be glowing. The water would be glowing, right? So it was a running joke to find out which ones were which new guys were in there, and you'd have them look over and their eyes would get as wide as saucers, and you'd be all like, they're like, what is that? Because they had no idea. And you would tell them that it was nuclear waste out of the reactor that we were dumping into the ocean. And dude, you would, oh man, their mouths would drop open, and it'd be like, you just had them. And then eventually they'd find out that it was just static electricity in the water, but it was hilarious. But anyway, that's it for the facts. That's the random fact of the day. Alright, we're done for today. 498 miles today. That's not bad. Dropping off and picking up, not bad at all. We've got, let's see. Come back here. Get over there. There we go. Got 429 miles to our first drop off, which is West Memphis. And we're not going to be there until Friday. So tomorrow I'm gonna drive home. I'm gonna spend some time with wife, and then deliver on Friday. I may go ahead and drive over there on tomorrow night, or I may just get up Friday morning and drive it. I don't know. It'll depend on how I'm feeling tomorrow afternoon, I guess. But I'm not gonna get up super early either, because I don't have to. Can't beat that. 429 miles to go. Sweet. I appreciate y'all being here. Once again, thank you to all the veterans, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.